Yo, what's up guys? So Phase 3 just came out last Thursday, about 4 days ago for making this video. Something just feels off about Phase 3. I can't really pinpoint what it is, but it just doesn't feel the same as when Phase 1 started and Phase 2 dropped. For one, the leveling experience this time around just did not feel like classic WoW leveling. A huge reason for that I think was the Emerald Incursions. The fact that they gave so much XP made it the best way to level hands down, and it just wasn't engaging or fun at all. Part of the vanilla WoW experience is leveling. Getting a group to go run dungeons, questing with friends, and the Emerald Incursions missed all that. Yeah, you had to be in a group, but it just was not fun or engaging at all. You're just doing some repeatable content that's just, you could literally turn your brain off and just do it, and it's the same. Like, it's not engaging whatsoever. I did not like the Emerald Incursion thing, and it sucks that there's a rep for it, that we have to grind out to Exalted to get a trinket, but it is what it is. I would actually have been cool if the meta was spamming ZF like people predicted. Sure, it's dungeon spamming, but at the end of the day, I myself would rather be doing some vanilla WoW dungeon spam leveling than the Emerald Incursions. I also heard that the EU servers were down for something like 6 hours or so on launch day. Honestly, at this point, you just gotta expect that when Blizzard launches any new WoW phases for any version of the game, something's bound to go wrong. Whether it's lag, server instability, or something else completely, just expect to not be able to play the game at all sometimes. So yeah, launch day was just kinda meh in my opinion. Sure, I still had fun playing the game, being in Discord with friends while leveling, but it just didn't hit like previous leveling experiences did. For Season of Discovery as a whole, the devs are basically purely focused on the endgame raid experience, which is fine I guess. I would say most people that play WoW are playing for the PvE, the endgame raids, and I've noticed WoW Classic as a whole ever since about Wrath Classic, or maybe TBC Classic even, everyone's focused on parsing and performing at a high level in raids. That's not to say that people weren't speedrunning and caring about parses and logs in WoW Classic Vanilla too. They definitely were. But I feel like as time has gone on, more and more people are jumping on that Parse Bro bandwagon. To be honest, I just want to play the game, have fun, clear content with the boys. It's not a competitive game to me. I'm just here to play the game and have fun. Sunken Temple definitely looks like a hard raid too. I watched some of the streams a little bit on launch day, and it looked like a lot of the guilds were struggling to clear the content. Even people from retail were struggling. I think part of the reason was Blizzard didn't want the content to be too easy, so they overtuned it on purpose to see where people would be with it and adjust it from there. I expect within the next 4 to 6 weeks the raid will be nerfed and nerfed into the ground until all the dad guilds can clear it easily. And as for PvP, oh man, don't even get me started with this. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to say it as a PvP player, Season of Discovery PvP is awful. And I so badly want it to be good. So badly. I want it to be good. There's too many issues for it to be good at this point. And yes, Vanilla WoW PvP isn't perfect either, but the difference is Vanilla WoW PvP is fun, and the fights oftentimes will last more than 5 seconds. Unless of course you're getting blasted by a full tier 3 warlock with ATS or something. I actually logged into my White Man era character last night to feel the difference, and it's not even comparable. Season of Discovery is a completely different version of WoW at this point. I think there's a few key things that are making PvP feel very bad right now. For one, we have way more DPS right now than we did in Vanilla WoW. Like, way more. Every class is a burst class, essentially. There's hardly any room for counterplay unless you're a rogue and you can CC lock someone. The hit point increase in Battlegrounds and Blood Moon event just aren't really enough to help with incoming damage. I don't think we need resilience in the game, but straight up, I think they need to start with a flat 20 or 30% damage reduction when players are attacking other players with all damage across the board in Season of Discovery, Open World, Battlegrounds, Blood Moon, wherever. We need a flat damage reduction in the game because the damage is way too much for PvP. Casters are another thing causing a huge balance issue. Normally in Vanilla WoW, casted abilities are channeled. In Season of Discovery, casters have so many instant cast abilities they can pump so much damage into you from 30 to 40 yards away. As a melee, you can't even go in a lot of times, especially in Blacksmith fight and AB. I can't even count how many times I'm hesitant to go in, and I finally do, just to have 3 boomies, an Ellie Shaman, and a mage obliterate me in 0.25 seconds. I'm not saying the classes need to be perfectly balanced or any of that. Certain classes should have advantages over each other. but the game needs to be balanced in a way that all playstyles can thrive in a PvP environment, because it's rough out here for us melee boys. And yeah, we did get some PvP sets, but just adding 30 stamina just isn't enough. Like, it's just not enough. Those PvP sets really aren't going to help in PvP. The only thing they're going to help for is filler gear before you get like better gear. As in, like, there's probably way better raid gear in Sunken Temple than that PvP gear, but that PvP gear is a good start to just get in there and just get some PvP in. That being said, those sets really aren't going to be a big game changer for PvP itself. Anyways, that's pretty much all I've got for Season of Discovery Phase 3. Those are my thoughts. I don't plan on outright quitting the game. I'm going to at least play it into the first phase at level 60 and see how the PvP is, but I really don't have much faith in it anymore. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Tell me your thoughts on Phase 3 down in the comments below. I stream most Mondays and Fridays over on Twitch. It's the same name, Steven Bones. Thanks guys, and peace.